Hey everyone, the name is Kris Barocsi, and today I want to show you the guitar rig that we take to Guitar Summit in just a couple of days. A few things need to be explained here. First of all, what does we mean? It's the Thomann team, Guillaume and I in front of the camera. We have Max on the camera and Teemu taking care of all the audio recording. We'll cruise around at Guitar Summit and make content, record stuff and everything. So what is Guitar Summit? That's the other thing that needs to be explained in case you're not familiar with it. It's a guitar trade show in Germany, but it's not really a trade show. It's much more of a meetup. It has a very different philosophy compared to like the NAMM show or the Frankfurt Messe many years ago. This is not really that much about companies meeting like distribution companies. This is much more about smaller brands, usually, traditionally speaking, smaller luthiers and small manufacturers, but nowadays also like Martin and Ibanez and like bigger brands, PRS, etc. Also pedal brands meet with their customers, with the actual people who will purchase their products. And of course, there's some business going on, but it's much more about the actual coming together. And it's a silent show, which means that there's no amps, no crazy volume on the show floor. The booths are only allowed to use like headphone amps or similar stuff. So we're thinking, how do we even record? I don't know if there's like a guitar that we want to show or a pedal or whatever else than an amp. How would we record it? Maybe you've noticed that if you follow the Thomann channel, we're maybe not as funny as some other channels, but we always focused on being useful for the viewer, to make the rigs sound as real and accurate as possible. We never trick sounds to sound better than they are. It's a very straightforward thing. Like whatever goes into the mics is what you will hear, with a very limited amount of post-production in terms of EQing or anything. It's whatever is in the room is what you hear in the recordings. And we wanted to make sure that if we record anything at the show floor at Guitar Summit, it's gonna sound as great and as realistic as it gets. So I started to think about like, okay, what kind of rigs can we take? It must be compact because we run around with maybe a backpack or something. And also you cannot be loud, so it cannot be an amp. What kind of alternative solution, what kind of modular, what kind of, modern pocket rig can we take that is reasonably small and sounds amazing? And that was the moment when I thought like, wait a second, we just had something here a few months ago where Guillaume and I were both literally and hand on heart honestly blown away, because it's so easy to tweak it to sound mind-blowingly good. Before I show you what it is, I might put some big pixelated sensor on top of this, but I just want to show some sounds. These are some presets that I made so that we can sort of deal with clean, kind of crunchy, kind of high gain, pedal friendly sounds on the spot without having to tweak anything, and having this as compact as possible. So here's some sounds. This is the first preset. It's called In Your Face. Next one, Twin Clean. Guess which amp it's based on. Dad rock, because, And the last one is kind of on the edge of breakup, and I called it G's Clean, because we know how Guillaume likes his clean sound, not at all clean. I really wanted to make sure that you hear the sounds before you see what you hear, because, I mean, let's be honest, most of us, including me, instantly judge something if we know what it is. Because if we want to like it, we will make sure that we kind of enjoy it a little more unconsciously. It's just something that happens in your head. And if we just don't like the type of gear, then we'll instantly find things that we don't like about it. It's why blindfold tests are kind of funny, because you never know what you will like actually, or what you will hear. Now it's time to reveal it. It's a Harley Benton PowerBank powered GP5 by Vallotton. And it's ridiculous. It doesn't even need power, because, I mean, like a wall socket or whatever, because this thing powers it for hours and hours. And it's just one cable going into there. It has the right polarity. It's 9 volts, you know, exactly how you want it, minus centered. And this tiny little thing sounds amazing. I mean, these are not factory presets. I really like the factory presets, but if you want to tailor something, you have to grab your phone, you have to pair it, which is really not a big deal. And that's exactly what I did. I will walk you through and show you what I did, like what these amps are that are modeled and how my EQ settings are and which cab and everything. So if you have a GP5, you can just, I don't know, try out the same settings if you want to. By the way, you'll find links in the description box if you want to make sure to check out anything that I used today. The signal chain is really short, actually. It's just the guitar going into my pedal board where everything is off, just to be able to show you drive pedals through the clean preset, which was very important for me to have a pedal-friendly clean preset on there. And then from pedal board, I'm going into the GP5, and from the GP5, I'm going into my Apollo X4, my recording audio interface, and that's it. Not even a DI box, which is not ideal. And this is a stereo pedal, so actually I should use a stereo jack or like a TRS jack with a split, and then go into 2 channels and pan them and then give you a full stereo sound. I'm so not prepared at home. I don't even have a split cable, so I'm just going in the output of the GP5 with a guitar cable, a TS jack. It's not ideal, and still, I mean, come on. Here's the first preset. It's the In Your Face preset, which has a green OD on, gain off, tone fairly high, volume around the half. The amp is Mess Dual V or 5. It's a rectifier. Not a lot of gain, and it's as gainy because you have the green pedal in front. That's what makes it sound as tight and big, and Mess 4x12 cabinet. There's some EQing. I'm using the EQ2. Nothing radical. It's literally just, yeah, some minor adjustments. Tape delay, very low in the mix, not very long. Time is at 300 millisec. Tape delay and some plate reverb, same thing. Not a crazy amount of decay, and the mix is very low. This is how that sounds like. The Twin Clean, which I will show with pedals as well. It's, well, guess what? It's a dark twin amp. Emulation, everything fairly in the middle except for the mids, which I pushed quite a bit. The cab is actually a 4x12. It's a Bog. 4x12. The EQ is on the brighter side. I pushed the 1.6 and the 4K a bit just to give some more presence to it, and there's some plate reverb. Again, nothing extreme. This is how that sounds like, and then I'll turn on the Toxic Twins and some delay to show you how it takes pedals. Then the Dead Rock preset, which is, surprise, surprise, it's a UK 800. What else would you want to use for a Dead Rock kind of sound? And the G's clean, Guillaume's clean, which is again a dark twin, but with the following settings, quite a bit of low end actually. Wow, it's a lot of low end. And there's a drive pedal on the Super OD, which is the yellow pedal. Again, some gain, not a lot, and it is just there to make the clean a little less clean, to make it sound more like G. Then there's, funny enough, a 4x12 mess cab, which is not the most natural thing to use with a twin style amp, but that's what makes this sound a bit more modern in a way, or timeless. Doesn't sound like a small combo or like a 2x12 even. It has a lot of all the frequencies. And then some EQ again. I pushed the 4K quite a bit just to make it like really presency and like sparkly, but it's not harsh, which is really impressive, especially when we're talking about a digital device where pushing the top end usually makes things sound like artificial or yeah, a little harsh. It doesn't do it here. And then there's some spring reverb for some more traditional sort of, yeah, guitar reverb style reverb sounds. Let's see how that sounds with the Les Paul. It's obviously much more saturated than with a Tally or Strat, but it's still very much open, natural. That crunch just happens in such a dynamic way. It's exactly how I want an edge of breakup kind of just over the edge kind of sound to feel like and sound like. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. I am not in touch with Valton, never spoke with those lovely folks. No one at Thomann asked me to do this. I just felt like, for two reasons I wanted to do this. First of all, I was so shocked how quickly I was satisfied with all four kinds of sounds that I wanted to make sure to have there, just in case it's needed. And second of all, I wanted to give you the chance to have some sort of a reference, because if anyone watches those videos that we'll record in like a week's time, or actually less than a week, today, like when I'm recording this, when you watch this, the show is about to begin. So I wanted to give you the option of seeing and knowing what our recording rig was, because I'm not sure we'll talk about this in the videos because we want to keep them short. This is it. This is not even heavy. I have a 20,000 milliamps power bank sitting right there on the desk. That's 3 times as heavy and a bit bigger too. And those are like the standard ones that you use to, I don't know, charge your phone or something. And most of those don't really give you that pedal friendly kind of power and polarity. So this one, which is exactly made for this, will obviously not cause you any issues. It's really ridiculous. Like I can maybe even, I don't know, just tape this on top of that and clamp the cable, and then this is it. Like, how small is this? It weighs nothing. It weighs a little more than my phone. It's ridiculous. As told, you'll find links in the description below. Those are affiliate links, so those help to run my channel. As told, no one paid me for this. If you feel like, hey, that's a really cool power bank, or that Valton is awesome, I want to get it, maybe use the link. That would help me a lot. You pay normal price. That's how affiliate links work. All right, meet you down there in the comments. Let me know what you think about our tiny little mobile rig for a silent show where no amps are allowed. I'm really excited about this, and I genuinely want to know what you think about the sounds. All right, take it easy. See you in another video next week or tomorrow. Who knows? It's going to be a lot of videos now with all the releases happening. Take it easy. Bye-bye.